Today, the nation's first permanent memorial to survivors of sexual violence will be dedicated in Minneapolis. It's located at Boom Island Park. I spoke with Sarah Super, a victim survivor who spearheaded the effort, about the memorial and the dedication.
It's the first of its kind in the United States. And for those who haven't seen what it looks like yet, it is a circle of benches as well as three 12-foot tall panels of mosaic. And we use two different metaphors. Like when we were originally thinking, what might a memorial to survivors of sexual violence even look like? And especially something that needed to be kid-friendly and trauma-sensitive, something that would be a healing space and something that we could put in public. What we wanted to do was not bring about images of sexual violence, but rather honoring the healing journey for victim survivors. And so the mosaics themselves tell a story of healing. And it's not necessarily a linear one, but it is one that begins with feeling alone and abandoned and isolated, and progresses with the support of allies who show up and the support and solidarity of a community.
It is incredibly moving. It took a lot of work to get to the finish line. 5 years, hard work, a lot of fundraising. What kept you going during that time?
That's such a good question, because I feel like so often in this process it was like picking a scab of a personal wound that sometimes in order to propel this project forward, I had to hold my own healing back. Well, what kept me going was really the support of victim survivors who believed in this, who felt like, you know, we deserve a space. And it's not just a rape crisis center, and it's not just a gender studies classroom. It has to be a symbol of solidarity from the broader community, a sense of people taking a stand that we're not going to privatize this issue that often happens behind closed doors and gets swept under the rug. Survivors are silenced by all these different layers of, you know, fear of retaliation, to the injustice of a system, to the shame and blame they experience from their friends and family for what happened to them. So to put something out in the open, to actually take up space and to help tell the truth of what's happening here, what's happened here, what happens in, you know, every community across our country, felt important. And so it was, you know, I did this as a volunteer, and it was really only the passion and creativity and expertise of so many others who lent their skills and talents and passion to this project that really kept me going.
The dedication is virtual, and everyone is invited today.
Later this morning, we are going to be celebrating the completion of the nation's first Survivors Memorial with a dedication ceremony. It will be virtual because of COVID-19, but we are honored to be joined by a few very special guests. We have Me Too founder Tarana Burke joining us, as well as author and playwright V, formerly Eve Ensler, joining us as well. I hope people join us for the dedication ceremony online, and then experience the memorial on their own time in person. It's a really beautiful sight. I hope people do choose to go and see it for themselves in a moment that they feel ready or that works for them.
The virtual dedication is this morning at 10. The event can be viewed on Facebook Live or on YouTube. You can find both at WCCO.com/links. There you'll also find more information about the memorial.